Hi there. How are y'all doing? This is Mark Iwanicki, and it is Monday night, August 23rd, 6:30 p.m., and we're doing Fire, Water, Air, and Earth. We do a one card pull for each card of the Zodiac, each sign of the Zodiac. Actually, I should say each element of the Zodiac. 4 cards, 4 elements. And hopefully we get a little bit of insight into our week or insight into our lives, because that's what the tarot is for. It's to provide us insight. It's to connect us to our intuition, and also to have fun. Here in Connecticut, we just survived the onslaught of a hurricane named Henri. The news media hyped it up a little bit more than what actually happened. But that's a good thing, because it seems that everyone is okay, and not too many people have lost power, which is always a good thing. So as always, before we start with the reading, I'm going to read a quote. And this quote is from this book called Jung and the Tarot by Sally Nichols. Great book if you want to learn about the tarot. And I'm going to read at the beginning of chapters, they always put like a little quote, an inspirational quote, or a quote that kind of summarizes the chapter. I'm going to read right at the beginning of the card, the star. Let's see right there. That's the star. The quote is from an alchemical text, and it says, "Heaven above, heaven below, stars above, stars below. All that is above also is below. Grasp this and rejoice." So that's kind of letting us know that indeed the movements and the patterns and the stars in the sky are reflective of the movements and patterns and interactions of us here on Earth. A famous person once said that every man and woman is a star. So if we are a star, then all the events and people around us are planets. So that's why it's important to check in with Zodiac every now and again, check in with tarot every now and again, just to make sure that we are on the right path. Or at least that's my worldview. You, of course, can have something different in your mind, because it's your life. All right. Enough of me talking. Why don't I pull some cards? There's fire, there's water, there's air, and there's earth. Okie dokie. Let's go here. For you fire signs, you've got the Prince of Swords. Prince of Swords. Now, Prince of Swords is usually people in our lives or energies that we need to bring to a situation. If this is a person, well, why don't we talk about you first? If you notice here, this guy, he's very active. He's on a chariot type vehicle of some kind, and he's got strings attached to 3 different creatures there. Looks like people of some kind. And he's full bore ahead. There's like a crystallization there. Maybe breaking through some glass, or breaking through some kind of crystal. Crystallizing your thoughts and making sure that you have a control of all of them, because as we know, the mind is a terrible master, as they say. So if you've got your thoughts and your mind going all over the place, it's important for you to rein it in and come to some clarity. If you notice there, he's got a sword in his hand, and the lines to the other people Um, in his other hand, it may be time to um, cut cut some connections or cut some thoughts from your mind and make it simple, much more simple. Um, we tend to complicate things in our minds. We tend to make things more difficult for ourselves. Overthink, overanalyze. This is calling to be a little bit more um, simplified. Um, Now, this might take the form of a person. Maybe you've got a person in your life who's giving you conflicting advice, who kind of brings chaos into your life. Do you want to keep that going? That's something you need to decide. It may be a time for chords and bringing some peace into your life. For you water signs, you've got the Knight of Wands reversed. Let's take a look at him upright. Look at that guy. He is on fire, ready to go. His horse is moving. They actually might even be jumping. And he is leading the charge. So, for you, dear water signs, have you gotten a little complacent? Have you um, gotten a little lazy? Some joie de vivre, some joy of life. Bring some fire, bring some passion into your life, into your relationships, into your job. Um, that's that's the reversal there. Now, if this is a person, again, you might have someone in your life who is um, maybe draining energy from you. Is there someone draining energy from you? Someone who should be the Knight of Wands, but is actually being the Knight of squashing passions and the Knight of um, kind of a wet blanket? Or are you that person? Um, it's a call to bring in this type of energy: fiery, active, confident, assertive energy. Um, movement and progress is the key. If you're not making movement or progress in your life, then take a look around. Is it you, or is it someone in your life who's um, making it more difficult for you to make that change? For air signs, we've got the Three of Discs. Three of Discs is solid and stable. Um, so if you see there, that kind of three-sided pyramid is in the middle of some waters there, some troubled waters, some wavy waters. Um, it's kind of being stable in some tumultuous times, um, and it's also kind of standing your ground and doing the work that you know is good for you. Kind of updating your portfolio, making sure that people see the latest work that you've done. If you've been working on a project and haven't shown it to anyone yet, now's the time to do it. Some feedback, get some advice, um, have someone look at it. Have someone look at it. Um, but yeah, the main theme is to be solid and stable in the face of some turmoil or some tumult, as they might say. That's for you, air signs. And for you, earth signs, we've got the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Cups is usually about love and emotion, and the Eight of Cups is very not emotional. It's kind of um, lack of emotion. If you see only two of those cups actually have water in them, and the other ones are just kind of empty, it might be time to break ties with either a situation or a person, um, or some kind of break or kind of travel alone for a little while, particularly in the realms and field of love and emotion. Um, Maybe this person is needing some time, or maybe you're needing some time. Just take a break. Um, Move on to things that are important to you, and move on to things that do fill your cups and make you feel good. Taking care of your emotions after a potentially difficult time is important. So that's it for this week. Thank you very much again for joining, and I hope to see you again next week. Again, this is Mark Iwanicki. This is the Iwanicki Media channel. Fire, water, air, and earth. Hit subscribe. Hit like. Click on the links in the description, and hope to see you again soon. Peace.